We know from his record when he was president between 2016 and 2020, and also some of the things he's campaigned on. There are anxieties that Londoners have, which my job as the mayor is to articulate those. Well, listen, it's really important that we put out a hand of friendship to President-elect Trump. I wish him well.
You can't have it both ways. You can't call his policies sexist, homophobic, Islamophobic and racist and put out a hand of friendship at the same time.
Well,
or do you think you can?
Donald Trump and Sadiq Khan, two leaders from different continents, have one of the most well-known political feuds in recent times. This isn't just about policy disagreements, it's personal. It all began when Khan, London's first Muslim mayor, openly criticized Trump's stance on Islam and his controversial immigration policies. Trump retaliated, calling Khan a stone-cold loser and blaming him for rising crime in London. Since then, neither has missed an opportunity to take a jab at the other.
You think you can?
I think the three things that even Donald Trump supporters would agree with is his policies are protectionist, nativist, and unilateralist. I think that poses problems, not just for our great country and the world, but also for London. Now, look, I want our government and our country to continue to have a special relationship with President Trump and the USA. One of the joys about a special relationship is like having a best mate. Our expectations are...
This isn't just about name-calling. It's about two very different leadership styles. Khan sees Trump as a threat to unity and tolerance, while Trump views Khan as weak and incompetent. Their feud has played out on global stages and across social media, with every insult adding more fuel to the fire. But the bigger question is, does this personal conflict affect the bigger picture? The US and UK have been strong allies for decades, but can that bond stay intact when one of Britain's top leaders openly criticizes a potentially future US president? This feud isn't just making headlines, it has real consequences.
He doesn't know me, never met me, doesn't know what I'm all about. I think they're very rude statements, and frankly, tell him I will remember those statements. I think it's ignorant for him.
Back in 2016, during Donald Trump's presidential campaign, Sadiq Khan didn't hold back. London's newly elected mayor called Trump's views on Islam ignorant and hoped he'd lose the election. For Khan, Trump's proposed Muslim ban wasn't just bad policy, it was personal. As the son of Pakistani immigrants and the first Muslim mayor of a major Western capital, he saw Trump's rhetoric as dangerous and divisive. Trump fired back, calling Khan a stone-cold loser and accusing him of failing London. He blamed Khan for rising crime and claimed he'd done a terrible job running the city. What started as a political disagreement quickly escalated into a war of words.
A real concern that President Trump thinks that President Zelensky is a dictator. A real concern about trade wars and about tariffs. A real concern about how President Trump sees the United Kingdom. And that's the context of Keir Starmer's visit to the USA. And I think Keir Starmer said some time ago, country first, party second. And I think, he's got to govern as a Prime Minister in the national interest. And that means, I'm afraid, going to the White House and spending time with Donald Trump.
At the core of their feud were two leaders with completely opposing worldviews. Khan stood for diversity and progressive values, while Trump embraced nationalism and strongman politics. Khan saw Trump as a threat to inclusion, while Trump viewed Khan as weak and ineffective. Their clash wasn't just about policies, it was about the kind of leaders they chose to be. For Khan, standing up to Trump meant defending his city's values. For Trump, criticizing Khan was part of his broader fight against political correctness. This wasn't just a one-time dispute. It sparked years of public insults, heated exchanges, and a rivalry that only intensified over time.
Make this point gently. We now have a Prime Minister back on the international stage. Over the course of the last 10 days, Keir Starmer has met countless European leaders, spoken to President Zelensky almost every day. Yeah. I agree there are still some concerns about the USA's commitment to Ukraine. No, there is. And we've got to make sure we engage with the USA so they stay engaged with
Well, let me put it this way. Is President Trump on our side, on the West side? Are you confident? Can we rely on him, do you think?
Well, I think that's the moot question.
Once the feud between Donald Trump and Sadiq Khan began, neither backed down. Khan criticized Trump's immigration bans, withdrawal from the Paris climate deal, and divisive rhetoric, even comparing some of Trump's language to 20th century fascists. Trump, never one to let criticism slide, hit back hard. He blamed Khan for London's rising crime rates and accused him of failing his city. During a 2019 UK visit, Trump escalated things further, calling Khan a stone-cold loser. As their clashes grew, their words shaped public opinion. Khan's supporters saw him as a leader standing up to a bully, while Trump's backers believed he was exposing Khan's failures. In a bold move, Khan invited Trump to attend London's Pride Parade, visit a mosque, and tour a synagogue and Hindu temple, a clear challenge for Trump to face the diversity he was accused of rejecting. Unsurprisingly, Trump ignored the invitation. Labour leader Keir Starmer also criticized Trump, calling him a threat to democracy and global stability. But with Trump's possible return to power, the UK could face real challenges. Could his personal grudges affect future trade deals? If Trump returns to the White House, he won't forget who opposed him, and when Trump feels slighted, the world tends to hear about it. This raises a big question. Will his grievances affect the US-UK relationship? Trade deals and diplomatic cooperation could suffer, and Trump might sideline UK leaders like Khan and Starmer.